So nakamas po tayo ngayon kasi namamaga po yung aking ngipin ngayon. So isimulan ko na po ang aking report.
So, good day everyone. I am Ferdozi Constable from code 4767. So, for today, I will going to discuss all about the measure of central tendency group data. So, first of all, we need to find the mean, median, and mode. So, measure of central tendency are a key way to discuss and communicate with graphs. The term central tendency refers to the middle or typical value of a set of data, which is most commonly measured by using the three M's, which is the means, median, and mode. Descriptive statistic measures of central tendency. So means, the meaning of means is the arithmetic average of the distribution. Median is the middle value that separates the higher value and the lower value equally. Mode is the most frequently occurring value, so that is the meaning of the three M's. So they are different formula of solving the measurement of central tendency. So in the means, we have the x over summation of x over n, and the other term of mean is called average. And for the median, we have x equals to lower boundary plus n divided by 2 minus cf over frequency mode interval. The other term of median is middle. For the mode is 3 times the mean minus 2 in the mean, and other term is most repeated. So mean and median and mode are the three basic ways to look at the value of a set of numbers. You will start by learning about the mean. So mean is often called the average of a numerical set of data, is simply the sum of the data values divided by the numbers of values. This is also referred to as the arithmetic means. The mean is the balance point of a distribution. For instance, take a look at the following example. Use the formula to calculate the means number of hours that Stephen worked each month based on the example below. The calculation of the mean of a sample and the total population are done in the same way. However, the mean of a population is constant while the mean of a sample varies from the simple to simple. All values for the means you have calculated so far had been ungrouped or listed data. A mean can also be determined for data that is grouped or placed in intervals. Unlike listed data, the individual values for group data are not available and you are not able to calculate their sum. To calculate the mean of group data, the first step is to determine the midpoint of each interval or class. These midpoints must then multiplied by the frequencies of the corresponding classes. The sum of the products divided by the total number of values will be the value of the mean. The following example will show how the mean value for group data can be calculated. So this is the example of mean calculation problem. The problem is, in team's office, there are 25 employees. Each employee travels to work every morning in his or her own car. The distribution of the driving times in minutes from home to work for the employees is shown in the table below. So the driving time minutes is 0 to less than 10, and the number of employees is 3. 10 to less than 20, the number of employees is 10, and 20 to less than 30, the employees number is 6. 30 to less than 40, the numbers of employees is 4. 40 to less than 50, the number of employee is 2. Calculate the mean of the driving times. So step 1, determine the midpoint for the each interval. For 0 to less than 10, the midpoint is 5. And for 10 to less than 20, the midpoint is 15. And for 20 to less than 30, the midpoint is 25. For the 30 to less than 40, the midpoint is 35. And for 40 to less than 50, the midpoint is 45. So, we have the median. So, what is median? The median is the number that falls into the middle position once the data has been organized. Organized data means the number are arranged from smallest to larger or from larger to smallest. The median for an odd numbers of data values is the value that divides the data into two halves. If n represent the number of data values and n is an odd number, then the median will be found in the n plus pi 1 over 2 position. This measure of central tendency is typically used when the mean value is affected by an unusual low number or an unusually high number in the dataset. Outliers. Outliers distort the mean value to the extent that the mean value no longer accurately depicts that set of data. For example, if one of the houses in your neighborhood was broken down and maintained a low property value, then you would not want to include this property when determining the value of your own home. However, if you are purchasing a home in that neighborhood, you may want to include the outlier since it would drive down the price you would have to pay. Try a few examples to follow the step needed to calculate the median. So, I will show the one example of the median calculation. So, example, problem. Find the median of the following data: 12, 2, 16, 8, 14, 10, and 6. So, in the step 1, organize the data or arrange the numbers for smallest to largest. So, yung smallest dito is the number 2. Then, followed by 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. In step 2, since the number of data value is odd, the median will be found in the n plus 1 over 2 position. 'Di ba? Sinabi ko 'yun kanina sa meaning ng median. So, this is a formula: n minus 1 over 2 minus 7 plus 1 over 2, 8 over 2 minus 4. And step 3, in this case, the median is the value that is found in the fourth position of the organized data. So the given number is 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. So bibilangin natin kung ano ang number na nasa fourth position, and that is the median value. So the fourth position number is 10. So what is mode? Mode is a set of data, is simply the value that appears most frequently in the set. If two or more values appear with the same frequency, each is a mode. The downside to using the mode as a measure of central tendency is that a set of data may have no mode, or it may have more than one mode. However, the same set of data will have only one mean and only one median. The word modal is often used when referring to the mode of a dataset. If a dataset has only one value that occurs most often, the set is called antimodal. A dataset that has two values that occurs with the same greatest frequency is referred bimodal. When a set of data has more than two values that occur with the same greatest frequency, the set is called multimodal. When determining the mode of a dataset, calculation are not required, but keep observation is a must. The mode is a measure of central tendency that is simple to locate, but it is not used much in the practical application. So, I will show you a one of example of finding a mode. So the problem is find the mode of the following data: 76, 81, 76, 79, 80, 78, 83, 77, 79, 82, and 75. And the answer is there is no need to organize the data unless you think that it would be easier to locate the mode if the number were arranged from the less to greatest. In the above data set, the number 79 appears twice but still the order numbers appear only once. Since 79 appears with the greatest frequency, it is the mode of the data values. So the answer of this problem is the 79. And that's all for today. I hope you will learn something about my topic. Thank you.